In 1981, vocalist Debra Laws of the very musical Laws clan released her first of two non-consecutive albums, titled Very Special, and from that album, the track On My Own. Hear that like shimmery, those shimmery strings or that shimmery synth string just rising up over that crafty bass line, and that light sax that we're hearing is from brother Ronnie Laws. Here are all the textures we got going here. We got that kind of funky, like light guitar part. We've got those refined, like electric piano tones. We've got those shimmery, like string notes that were coming in just as the verse progressed. There are a lot of little musical details going on in here. There could be 8 people in the room. We're in E minor, yet it doesn't feel like a minor key at all. It's really like lively and upbeat. Here, she's doing 2 different vocals at once. She's doing that kind of moaning lower, and then she's doing that higher. Let's catch up with the lyrics here. Time has come, take my stand, show the world who I am. I've been waiting so long for this day to come. On my own, I'll survive, leave the past all behind. Reach out as far as you can see, reach out and fulfill your dreams. Reach out as far as you can see and fulfill your dreams. Pretty self-evident what this is about. It's about perseverance and, overcoming life's obstacles. Kind of like whistling tone. It's not like kind of like that kind of like jet-like sound we heard. Is she harmonizing with herself this whole time, or is she getting some help from her sister, Eloise Laws? No, I don't see Eloise on the credits here at all. I am on another track, not on this one though. Down the album. Appears on one track. I think we're getting some overdubs on this track. Because there's no way she could be doing some of these parts of this, because they're kind of overlapping some of these vocals. I would like to know what exact keyboard is doing that sound. I'm interested in knowing which one is doing that one too. She's doing a good job at kind of doing two different voices. I could hardly even count the number of keyboard sounds that were used in that one. Just so much musical detail. And, of course, a very angular melody that, particularly over the verses. And let's see, let's hear another track off the album, Be Yourself. This has got a real West Coast AOR structure and feel from like the structure of the melody and the very key placement of those bass lines, like particularly that one that takes the it to a higher chord, you know, it goes like boom, dun, I would almost believe that like the typical LA Mafia people are on here, but on this track we've got brother Ronnie Laws on alto sax and flute, Raymond Pounds on drums, brother Hubert Laws on flute, and this is a co-write between Debra Laws and Nathan East, and there's a few other credits down here. We've got we've got some. I'll introduce them later on. Let's get back to the track.
Sometimes in this world of trouble, we find it so hard to carry on. If you stop and think about it, you will see what's going on. If happiness is your desire, inside of yourself you hold the key. Just have faith in what you're doing.
This whole thing, the melody is just why I emphasize that it's so West Coast, that there are a lot of songs from this period, I gotta say, that have that a certain persistent kind of like shuffling of a single chord, and then with the tonic shifting, it'll be like something like da na 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 na, like a shuffling like a rising falling like third or something, da na 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 na, and then the bass, the tonic will shift underneath it, but that shuffling third will remain the same. The bass will shuffle to like relative chord, so as not to violate that shuffle or whatever you call it, and then it'll go up to, and then it'll rise to like a choice bass line that'll just give the song its ultimate melodic arc.
And you be free. You, and I am me. That's the way it was meant to be. With yourself, everything you do. Don't give up.
I'm almost expecting like, or when I played it like a few minutes ago, I was like thinking to myself, I'm almost expecting like either Philip Bailey or Michael McDonald to pipe in on the chorus, doing some of the background, like where the backup females are, unless she is really just harmonizing with herself the whole time and doing different overdubs. But I mean to as backup to her like main like frontal voice.
It's got to be no one else. No one else. Of what the people say. You got to be yourself. Be yourself today. I wanna
Great voice really has a lot of range. The way that she just stretches out those syllables and everything just gives it everything. Debra Laws, Be Yourself from the phenomenal 1981 release, very special, pretty much a family affair. And let's see, who else did we hear on the album? Piano, Bobby Lyle. Yes, the ever ubiquitous one. Put out a good jazz funk album in 1977. On drums, the even more, oh God, the guy who's been everywhere, Leon Nugu Chancellor. And on bass, Nathan Easton, responsible for a couple of co-writes here and there. Synthesizer, ARP, Larry Dunn. Yeah, on both the tracks we heard. The album was produced by brothers Hubert Laws and Ronnie Laws, both prolific jazz funk musicians and soloists, band leaders, and appearing on many albums from the time period, 70s and 80s. We did have some backing vocals on this track, but not the first one. The first I get on the first track, Debra Laws was harmonizing with herself and multi-tracking, but on this album we have Marlena Jeter and we've got Gwen Matthews. Yeah, checking. Yeah, basically both session vocalists. I was checking to see if either put out solo albums at any point. And guitar, did I say Roland Bautista? Yeah, very prolific guy. Did a great album in 1977, Bautista. and played in the Crusaders. Backed up Wayne Henderson, Randy Crawford, George Duke, and the Jackson 5, and Earth, Wind, and Fire. Yeah. Yeah, Debra Laws from the album Very Special, the tracks On My Own and Be Yourself, one of the best releases of its kind from 1981. A really good year for this music, and bringing kind of jazz or jazz funk soul, or more like soul funk. The jazz being kind of extension of like her brothers and their input into the album, but bringing that music kind of in sync with the some of the West Coast sounds, the West Coast studio sounds. And unfortunately didn't record another album until 1993, and I can't really comment on that one because the music had changed a lot by then. But let's see, was she? I can't really say. I don't know if she did a lot of. Yeah, did she do vocal credits throughout the? Well, she did quite a few vocal credits before this album. I'm seeing. Was she heard behind? Sporadically did some backup vocals, mostly on her relatives, on her sister's upcoming album, and Jeffrey Osborne. Yeah, a few credits here and there following this album. Anyway, for more Rubies and Sapphires from this album by Debra Laws, and a couple of albums by her sister Eloise Laws. See the directory of albums by American soul artists linked in the description below, about 950 titles strong, and also go to the, from there you can go to the directory of albums by American jazz funk artists to see Rubies and Sapphires from some of the key albums from Ronnie Laws and Hubert Laws. Like and subscribe, follow me on social media, and leave a comment if there are any things you have to say about the songs, their meaning, the layers, the instrumentation, and all that. And until next time, this is Zaragon, the world's most air travel trimaximalist, signing off.